Alright, so this is a suggestion via donation. The name of the video is How to Keep a Man Happy. This will be coming from Bill Burr. Listen, if you guys are new here, please like and subscribe. The more that you like this content, the more that I know that you specifically would like to see more of this specific type of content, okay? Let's go ahead and just jump into this immediately.
A woman happy, but I don't think they do it enough to help a woman happy, but I don't think they do it enough to help you guys out how to make a man happy, right? The great thing about men is we're fucking simple. We're fucking simple. Okay?
Generally.
So here's the thing right here. You want to make a guy happy? If you're with a good guy, okay, this is all you got to do, okay? How about 4 times a year? Once a season. You go out to the kitchen without him saying shit. You go out to the kitchen, you make a sandwich, you get him a beer, you walk out, you give it to him, you don't say a word, and you just fucking leave.
I think he pretty much solved it, guys. I mean, I'm sure you guys all agreed for the most part, right? Of course, we absolutely love our partners. Why not, right? But sometimes, can you imagine just being able, just like sitting there, I don't know, playing a video game or doing something on your computer or just doing something, right? And then your wife or your partner or whoever it is, right, just comes in immediately and just is like, here, you're probably thirsty. And I also made you a sandwich. And then after that says nothing else. They're not trying to start a conversation with you. They're just absolutely just trying to make sure you're okay. And then they just leave, right? As quickly as they came in, they're just as quickly gone. And then you're just left with like a refreshment and a nice sandwich. Wow.
You walk out, you give it to him,
you
don't
simple.
say a word, and you just fucking leave. That's all you got to do. Every 3 months, you do that, you keep them happy. That's all it takes. Now, I know right out of the gate, this is coming off sexist, right? It's because I'm saying go out in the kitchen, make your man a sandwich. I'm not saying women belong in the kitchen.
I hope you're not.
Barefoot and pregnant, rubbing my balls. I'm not saying that.
Right. You're just saying the occasional thing like, hey, do something nice for me one time.
I'm just saying women, go in the kitchen. Just go in the kitchen 4 times in a year. Make a sandwich. A toddler could do that. Just put it together. Grab 2 slices of pre-made, pre-sliced bread, 2 handfuls of pre-murdered meat, put a little mustard on it, grab a beer, walk out.
I don't think I've ever heard, lunch meat or sandwich meat referred to it as in that way.
Pre-murdered meat.
Respect.
Put a little mustard on it.
Makes
grab
sense.
a beer, walk out, just hand it to him, don't say shit, and then fucking leave. And when I say leave, I mean leave. I don't mean walk into another room for like 10 minutes and then stick your head back and just be like, did you like it? Was it good? Great. Just downstairs, we need to, don't yell at me, I just made you a sandwich.
We don't need the conversation.
I don't mean that. I mean leave. Get in the car and fucking get out of here. Take the kids, drive down the street.
Right.
Go see Lord of the Rings a couple of times. And leave your man in the
He's like, listen, leave for the entire day.
Stunned silence. See Lord of the Rings a couple of times. And leave your man in the stunned silence of what you just did. If you ever want to see your guy get emotional, you ever want to see a man get emotional, you make him a fucking sandwich that he didn't ask for. I'm telling you, he's going to have to dry the tears with the bread. He's going to be so shocked. Like, you made this for me? And I didn't even ask. Oh my God. I think she still gives a fuck.
Only partially, guys. Only partially.
Quick story. Me and my wife bought a house in 2011. And by me and my wife, I mean I paid for it.
Right. Yeah. So you bought a liability. Next.
She hates that joke, but I don't give a shit.
Right.
It's true. And she's always breaking my balls. Don't put your shoes over here. They belong over there. Yeah, well, I bought over there, and I bought over here, so I'll put my fucking shoes wherever I want to.
Guys, don't try that at home. All right? It's hilarious to think about saying this, right? But I would not try what he just said. I wouldn't try that at home, guys.
Oh, shirt's coming off. Where's it going? Right? So we get into the house. She's scoping out the house because she's smart. She's finding the rooms that get sun. She's checking out the closet space. And me, like an idiot, I want to check out the garage. For whatever reason, I'm drawn to this thing. And I go down, I open the door, and the last people hadn't cleaned it out. There was like a busted refrigerator, an old file cabinet, an ab roller, something from a luau. There was like 7 failed businesses in this goddamn thing. And I got to start lugging this shit out in like 90-degree weather as a redhead, hating my life, right? I got 3 hours into this job. My forearms were cut. I had dirt, sweat, cobwebs all over me. I wanted to burn down this fucking house. I was ready to leave, but out of nowhere, my wife showed up. Big smile on her face, and she'd made me a sandwich. Cut it in half diagonally, which is love.
Right? That's special. That's special.
They don't cut it in half. They might as well frisbee it at you. Like, here you go, you fucking piece of shit. Hose yourself off. You should live out here. You should live out here, right? Yeah. Cut it in half diagonally, poured Fritos in the middle, and gave me an ice-cold beer. She did that 5 years ago.
Right. Never
you
did
know,
it
to this
again.
day, every once in a while, I still think about that sandwich. It's unbelievable. It just pops in my head like this fond memory. I'll just be myself talking in the car.
Right.
Remember that time she made me a sandwich? It was unbelievable. She cut it in half, Fritos with an ice-cold beer. I felt like a king. That's all it takes. You know what it felt like in that moment? You remember that movie, Shawshank Redemption? You know that scene where the prisoners are drinking the beer on the rooftop?
Right.
With the sun in their face? That's what it felt like.
Oh, that scene was absolutely amazing. So, yeah, imagine it, right? You have these people from the early 1900s sitting in jail in the 1900s, okay? Early 1900s. They get 1 day for the most part, of work, but they're given beer, right? I think they bartered for that beer. That beer meant freedom for the most part to them, right? So imagine what it feels like for that to happen at least one time in your life. It's never happened to me. I feel like I want to plant the seed. I should probably send this to my wife, and then maybe she'll one day be like, you know what? Let me bring him something to drink without asking. I think I would honestly just be satisfied with a drink, right? The sandwich, that wouldn't be bad neither, right? But small baby steps, guys. Don't expect too much. Baby steps. Just bring me something to drink.
The beer on the rooftop with the sun in their face. That's what it felt like. The only thing missing was Morgan Freeman's voice narrating over the top. And for 20 minutes, Bill Burr felt like a free man.
That would make it better.
All right, I'm out of time. You guys were so awesome. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you.
All right, guys. Absolutely amazing. It would be nice if this was to happen to everyone. Absolutely. All right. But listen, let me know in the comments on the next thing from him that I should be checking out. And I will get into that as soon as I possibly can. All right. Listen, you guys all have an amazing day. Enjoy it thoroughly. All right.